Welcome back, Hasty Fans and Lamps, to another Savage After Party brought to you by the Hasty Bros. We are bringing it to you live. Hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. And let's go ahead and go around and introduce ourselves. We got some special guests here today. Please go ahead and once again.
Yeah, I'm Tom Lemons with R News, Adventure Coast Journal on Facebook.
Excellent, excellent.
Robert Christensen, just national renowned troll of hilarity.
Troll, excellent.
John Coleman, Sunshine Tent Rental. We bring you the monthly foam parties here at Savages.
Excellent. They've already got mics over there. And say, oh, that works.
You already know who I am. It's fucking Ryan. Hi. Juice.
God bless. We're gonna hop right into it. So, first of all, we have a little challenge. Our good old buddy here, Josh. Our good old buddy here, Josh, has caught a lovely little leaf bug, and let's just say that we found somebody that's willing to go ahead and give it the munch. Give it the old munch and crunch.
We got an eater.
No way.
We got an eater in here. $40 on the bill.
What? Really?
This is how we kick it off here at the Savage After Party.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna jump out.
Crazy.
Dude,
I
be
didn't know this was
careful.
coming. $40 for that? Good for you, buddy. All day.
Protein right there, he says.
You might want to get some mouthwash.
Oh shit.
She is live, active. There it goes. Oh!
Pinocchio's gonna be disappointed.
Gotta put it down
He
first.
didn't even flinch.
Gotta put it down. Oh, it's dead right there.
Didn't even
Munched
flinch.
and crunched. Welcome to the Savage After Party. That's how we do it up in here.
He's an eater, but he's $40 richer.
Man just walked away with $40 and a little extra protein.
What a way to what a way to start it off.
Cricket, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Take us through it. Give us a quick talk about it. Tell us how it was.
How is the
Tastes a little bit like
Like what?
cabbage, a little bit.
like cabbage?
That was cabbage flavor. Did it move at all? Like on entry? It just accepted it. He just accepted it.
Do you feel bad about it?
No, not really.
He embraced it. He embraced the savage end of life.
You got $40 and 8 grams of protein.
Yeah,
That's very savage.
Congratulations, sir. You are the winner tonight.
yeah.
Hey, salute.
$40 cricket.
Cheers to that one.
Amen to that.
Shit. He was just sitting there just eating a cricket.
Man just ate it up. Ate it up.
He didn't flinch one bit. Oh, that's
Oh, man.
It's like he does it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he took it like a champ, like a savage, just as he should. We've had hot peanut challenges on here. And we've had hot chip challenges. We've done a little bit of a lot. We keep it going though.
If $40 is on the table.
That hey,
$40.
money's money sometimes, you know.
What about that kid that died from the chip challenge?
Oh, that's right. So recently there was a kid who's 16 years old. 16 years old. He decided to do the chip challenge, the one chip Packy chip challenge from Packy, and he did it at lunch at school with his friends, and ended up in the nurse's office. They ended up sending him home. His parents were wondering what the hell was going on because he ended up going and laying down. They went back to go check on him, and he was dead.
Can I say something very controversial about that?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Please. That's the Darwin Award.
Right.
Darwin
I
Award.
also looked into that, though they said there was a lot of. They weren't
He might have had an underlying.
sure that it was due to the chip, though. Because you had said it to me, and I started doing a lot of research on it, and they said, it so happened to happen after the chip.
What's
What's
a chip?
It's like a tortilla chip with like the hottest like seasoning.
It's a bunch of mixes of like Carolina Reaper and a bunch of other peppers.
It comes in the coffee.
Now, according to this report, it's a 14-year-old.
14. Oh.
This chip had like hot sauce on
I
it.
recant that statement.
I had my words off.
So he ate this chip with hot sauce and died.
It's not a hot sauce.
Actually, sorry, not sorry.
So it's got a bit of the hottest pepper in the world, like seasoned over it with other peppers compounded on top of it. So it's quite literally one of the hottest things you could eat. And unfortunately, it does have warnings on there that it's not for children, because it does induce cardiac issues. But that's because
Have
that's
you already done it?
due to the base
I've
eats.
done it. Done it. It wasn't that bad. The chocolate.
No, it was super bad.
That shit was hot. That shit was hot.
But did you feel like you were gonna die?
Yes.
It was.
I'll
I don't know
challenge.
what dying feels like because I haven't died yet. But, it was rough.
No, that shit was tough.
I'll give you guys another challenge: the chocolate bootla pepper out of Russia. That pepper.
Anything out of Russia.
That is the
So
only.
I've eaten the number 2 hottest pepper in the world.
It hasn't been registered on the Scoville level yet, but that's the only pepper to ever have me curled up fetal position in an ice box, sweating to death.
Well, we had the
I literally felt like I was
Them
dying.
peanuts fucked me up,
for,
bro.
like 3 hours.
I did.
I did.
So the peanuts are hotter than the one chip.
No shit.
They're above the one chip.
Okay.
See that a little bit. That shit was hot. Those fucking
That shit was
peanuts were-
fuming.
So he went home, lay down, and never woke up.
Yeah. If I believe that's what the reports. Yeah.
So long story short, they pulled them all off the shelves everywhere for resale, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Which really means is now
You
they're.
can buy this at a store.
You could have. Yeah. Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
So you've probably seen them at the gas station. They come in a coffin box.
Yeah.
Find them
There's
up.
only
They're
one
way on
chip in the
eBay.
box.
$99.99.
So it's ready to go.
Yes. One chip in the box and it comes in a
Yeah.
coffin. Cardboard coffin box.
So were there some underlying circumstances that may have caused
I don't think they have any. The autopsy report hasn't come out yet, if I'm not mistaken. So they're not 100%, but as far as we know, it's all based off of the chip.
So I think we know what we're doing next week.
One chip challenge.
I'm down.
I will be here for that.
Well, the first thing I say to Mike, he told me, and I was like, oh, well, now they're gonna be worth a fortune.
I gotta see if I got some chocolate with peppers. That'll be. Oh yeah.
Peppers. Those are always good. I had the number 2 hottest pepper in the world. I actually put it on YouTube at some point, but I think I pulled it off.
I did that and regretted it instantly.
Is it
Yeah.
irresponsible if we do the one chip challenge next week? That soon?
No.
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 That's where my mind was at.
Darwin is smiling in heaven.
No, because quite frankly,
Let's
that
roll the dice at Savages. We're gonna do it.
that's why. Yeah. Like
I feel like you might want a disclaimer signed on that one, right?
no. Why?
Some type of waiver.
No. Why? You walk through you accept the challenge. That's your waiver.
Yeah. Oh. Right. No law against it.
Yeah. That's- we have recorded, and it'll be all recorded. So we'll sit there and be like, "Are you sure that you want to do this? This is your choice." So now, exactly, exactly. We'll say that like you could die. You could die.
For the hot sauce in the bar, you could die.
But it's recorded, and then now they can't say anything
what are they
because
gonna
if
do?
they
Call
say
the
they
cops
agreed
and
to
say
it, we
that
got
they got
recorded
fed?
proof.
We did, but
They just ate.
We are no longer liable. Thank you.
But did you die though?
You know the last like
But
50
did
people
you
we had
die,
come in and do the wing challenge? I didn't even have sign waivers.
Do remember the microphone?
How many wings they gotta eat?
8.
8
Our
wings.
challenge is you eat
Don't
8
forget the
wings,
mic.
You get your wings for
remember,
free,
guys, we're here at
and you get a
Savage
picture of beer
Farm
for free.
Having some fun. We'll discuss that. Guys here. Our
One
first time
person's done.
here.
Two people. They're both
Hopefully
teenagers.
come back if they want to.
Have you not tried our hot sauce?
Don't see
yet?
why we wouldn't.
That'd be great. You want to try just a dip?
Just a dip.
Oh, you down to try
A
some?
lot of people have tried.
I've had it.
Dips.
Everyone here's done.
I would say I've had it.
Just the dips aren't bad, but if
I
you
like
get
hot shit.
coated, that's
I regret it instantly, but I like it.
Bring out a chip.
It's content. You know what I mean?
Right.
Compare it to like, because we make it. It's
Off camera, you probably won't get me to do it. Put a camera in front of me. Put a camera in front of me. All right. I could get.
Want to try a dip?
You recording? Cool.
all right.
Let's go.
All right, we got.
I'm not gonna have any right now.
Challenges have begun.
I'm good tonight.
This is our hazing to the people on the
Yeah, I was just saying I'm good. Yeah. Let's do it.
This is the
That's how it goes.
people eating
That's how it
things for our
goes.
pleasure is quickly becoming the theme here.
So far. We've got a reoccurring, circumstance here. It's reoccurring. We'll stay on top of it though.
It's okay. Beard dials it down a little bit.
So we're waiting for something. Some tip,
It's
right?
a
Yeah. So he's bringing out some chips and this hot sauce.
It's their house sauce.
It's their sauce that they have for a challenge. If you eat 8 wings wrapped in this sauce, you get a free T-shirt, your name up on, like you're put up on the board of fame, type shit, and you don't have to pay for the meal. But if you can't do it, you got to pay for the meal, and you don't get the T-shirt.
Now we got to
Well,
invite.
I'm gonna try 8 chip. I'm not going for the meal.
Okay.
I'm trying 8 chip.
Absolutely.
Come to Savage's Bar and Grill and try these.
100%. 100%. What is the? Is it the What is? Oh no. The Savage Wing Challenge. I'm pretty sure it's the Savage Wing Challenge. The Savage Wing Challenge.
I mean, Waffle House is where you go if you want to get in a fight at 3 o'clock.
But I swear, there's
That's what Waffle House.
there's no Waffle House in this county.
That's because we have a lazy sheriff.
Well, first of all the Waffle Houses were built at one time, 50 years ago, and they don't build anymore. Is that true? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Possibly.
Oh God, we're
I
gonna have
just
a
made that up. I don't even know.
Oh no.
I haven't heard of new Waffle Houses.
Well, you said it, and it's gonna be on the internet, so it must be true. So it must be true.
Tom! Oh shit!
Oh.
It must be true. You know what I mean? For the record, it is a nice red sauce.
We gotta wait for all.
Let everybody know what we're doing here. Some kind of dip.
What is?
So that's our hot wing challenge. This sauce.
Hot wing challenge. All right.
Now explain what the hot wing challenge is.
8 wings, which we cut this with butter and hot sauce as well. You eat 8 wings, you get free pitcher and your
Burns the
I heard something about a name on the board.
Oh yeah, you get a T-shirt and a picture.
Oh man, we get a T-shirt
And a picture. And a picture.
But nobody ever does.
All right.
You ready?
I got a chip loaded.
How much
ready.
do I have to put on?
Look, you get a chip that's already preloaded. Oh, Tom's up first. All right.
Oh, he went right in.
Tom dove right
He
in.
went right in.
Let's fucking do it.
Looks like he's about to go for seconds.
Not go for seconds.
No?
No. This
Oh, he's coughing.
let it kick in.
Then hold the mic and give us the experience. No, feel free.
Oh no, if it starts burning,
It is unhinged over here, where curse words can fly.
right.
So this
I
sauce,
want to lick that off my car.
this sauce is actually homemade from my buddy's garden.
Now, what kind of
He
peppers?
made this at his house for me.
It's a mixture of a bunch of peppers.
What kind of peppers?
Why would he do that?
Why would he do that? Oh, God.
Tommy,
Oh, God.
How does it?
Tasting Scorpio.
All
Is
right,
there Scorpio
John,
pepper
how we
in
doing?
this?
How we doing?
It's hot.
Hold on. Is there Scorpio pepper in this?
I have no idea.
There is likely some Trinidad in there.
I'm liking it.
He brought it to me. He said, "Jeremy, this is the one for your challenge." I tried it. I'm like, "You're right."
He's sipping. He's sipping. Why didn't you tell me I couldn't sip? It's not good.
Yeah, that's hot.
Challenged him.
I like it.
That's probably the hottest sauce I've ever had.
Woo! All right, you got some milk?
I'll think it helps this sauce.
milk.
I'll think it helps this sauce.
So, did you do 8 wings of that?
Nope.
No. Take us through the feeling though. We gotta know.
You mean
They
yes?
got
Everybody
through.
can try it.
Walk us through.
The feeling.
There was a girl that came
Tom's
through
voice
here.
is cracking.
There was a girl who came through here.
He is still feeling. The feeling, he is still feeling it.
He had two whole chips. Like it was like salsa.
Nothing.
I kind of want another
I can't even
slushie.
talk yet.
I kind of want another slushie.
Well, if he can't talk, he's in tears at the moment.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I can walk you through this.
You take the intermission. I got it.
All right.
Oh, that hurt my neck.
Well, if you got some milk, I will take
Intermission. Oh, man. He's tapping out.
I'm tasting Scorpio.
We're murdering
I'm
people.
tasting Reaper. Definitely
We
Reaper.
got another trier.
Hold on.
No, that's too much. No, that's what they do though.
Cayenne.
That's what they did. That's what.
Garlic.
Man, I don't know, man.
Little
Go ahead,
little
Coach.
hint of garlic.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Run it.
Yeah, you gotta get on the camera.
How are we doing?
You're handling it.
We got another.
Oh, you got another eater.
There's definitely chilies in it. But yeah, it's definitely good. It's a damn good hot sauce. I give it,
You ate the cold.
it's about an 8 out of 10.
You gotta finish the rest of the
With the Russian
Oh,
chocolate
man.
bootla being 10.
No.
I would love this, but I'm insane. I'm insane, so I would love this on a taco. I just did. I mean, I took one sip of a beer and I'm just walking perfectly fine. I mean, hey, I'm not asking for milk, but I mean, I don't need it. It's not a necessity.
He needs some milk.
So riding away.
So White Russians are out, huh?
Y'all come by and try this 8-wing challenge out. It's pretty simple. You get a free shirt. You know, you get a picture. You get
Free slutty slushie.
there. You go.
Free slutty slushy.
Free slutty slushy.
For the record, that is what I am sipping on right now.
And I will say, it definitely.
I like getting slutty.
You see that
great
mind it.
flavor.
straw?
I'll tell you what.
That cup.
One more chip you
Right
knock
on.
down,
Yep.
free slutty slushy for you.
Definitely not, because I've had a lot of beer.
I'll pay for my sludge.
Yeah, I'll pay for my slutty slushy. Thank you very much.
I know. I'm taking some of his.
Woo!
Oh, hold me up, Sway.
I took a while for it to go away too.
Oh yeah, it takes a minute for it to go away. Yeah, I'm still feeling it over here.
So
But,
one chip you get a solid chip.
woo,
Yeah.
Get it out?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the ride though.
So usually typically like through like the fourth wing, because you know they start an hour house to do challenge. That fourth wing gets them. By number 5, they're just sitting there just crying on themselves, just holding it.
Sniffling.
I could definitely see that.
It's kind of like Bill the King.
So
But like if it's cooked down with butter and other shit, like it's not that bad. That's the pure sauce, but it's also gonna have like butter and garlic.
We're talking about
Butter and garlic makes anything tolerable.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be mixed in for the wing challenge.
Amen to that.
So maybe you'll take it on now.
I might. Not tonight. I probably had like 3 too many beers to take it on tonight. But
do you tell people that?
I can say the flavor is definitely worth the pain.
well, we record every time we do it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like that's like what incentivizes people to try it. It's like, oh, a 14-year-old, I can do it, 100%.
Savages, you know, blah blah. You know, Halloween challenge. You give people free T-shirts that you put home.
You heard the 2 people that.
Where's my T-shirt? Because I've only taken like
The what?
Hey,
The
I've only
age.
taken 3 sips of beer. Where's my T-shirt?
The age of the 2 people.
We have actually completed the
Yeah,
challenge.
fucking teenagers.
I'm just.
14-year-old and a 60-year-old boy.
50 people.
Oh shit.
50 people have tried this. Just done.
14-year-old girl and a 60-year-old. Damn.
About 70% don't get past the first swing. They're like, all right, fuck this.
Oh shit. You can have this.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah,
No.
I couldn't even, so you're telling
might
me
as well
those
just keep
wings
it.
are that right there, they're completely.
Christina said she'll take it.
Cut that with butter and like our normal hot sauce, buffalo sauce. We do the wings.
So percentage wise, how much of that you
If I
think
were
is
to put
put there?
that, like on just 8 wings alone, like there's I don't know, there's probably no way.
No way to
But
make
it's
I
expensive.
feel like we deserve a T-shirt.
Like I think my buddy told me to make a gallon of that. It cost him like $280.
Wow.
Make a gallon of it. So it's like, yeah, we don't even give samples out anymore of it.
That's crazy.
I will say, on my scale of hot, this is a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. With 10.
What was that? That just went from a 7 to a 10.
No, I said a 7.5 to an 8
out of 10.
out of 10.
Okay.
Jeez.
Compared to the chocolate bootla pepper, which is, you got to get it imported. And that pepper is the only pepper. I was in fetal position for like an hour.
Like,
I wanted to
still feel it
die.
right now. Yeah.
But 50
But it's
bucks
not
is 50
like-
bucks. Tom will be back in a minute. He's just taking an intermission. He's obviously, he's got an ulcer. Something's going on.
Why did we give this to him, man?
I can't help myself. I warned you before it started. I'm an international troll.
But don't get me wrong.
I will say this about Tom. He is the most solid person I have ever met.
You know who's not doing great right now?
No, he's not doing great at all.
Where is he
He's
at?
not doing great at all. He's dying right now. He's dying.
He took less than me, by the way.
We need a gastro doctor here
Oh
ASAP
man,
for
he
Tom.
took it on like a champ too. He just like
He did. He's like zero fucks given.
Instant
Like,
regret.
hey, oh, pardon my language. Disclaimer.
Yo.
Hear that? She says I'm mean.
Oh man.
want to take a dip of that?
Sure. Oh shit. It just looks so bad.
Really strong feeling, and it just slowly
Yes.
works its way off.
Yes, that's exactly. Yes.
Just slowly.
1,000%. Like right now.
I know, right?
All right, let me describe this hot sauce for you. I bet I'm a hot, spicy connoisseur. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Okay.
That's my choice in women, obviously, also. But I will say, I ate the chip. It was hot as hell for probably the first 3 to 4 minutes. But now, as I'm riding this wave of hotness, dialing down after 3 or 4 good sips of beer, I'm good. It's still there. It's still.
The lips just remain tingly.
Yes, they remain tingly. Tingly.
That's it.
You know, like a bad decision on a Saturday night. They're still there.
That's exactly what
You're going to wake up Sunday morning and remember it. But you'll wear it like a badge of honor.
So Jeremy, my question is, what's the taste on the wings though? What do you think you feel like you're tasting? Not that. That's just the hot part. Is it a butter garlic or something?
It's amazing. Honestly, that.
So that by itself is pretty bland, right?
Right.
Just hot. Just hot.
He's back.
He's back. Hey!
So you're
He's
putting it-
alive.
You're putting it with some of the flavor.
Chopped butter. Melted.
He's right up on the camera. He's doing a Macho Man promo right now.
No, you need to
I love
definitely
it.
try it.
I love
Definitely
it.
do it. Challenge it. Take the challenge on.
No, you do it. You do it for the T-shirt.
The T-shirt and the fame. Put it this way. Put it this way.
The clown.
The only people to have completed that challenge on the wings,
Oh.
only people to have completed the challenge on the wings was a 14-year-old girl. And how old was the other gentleman? The 16? And a 16-year-old boy.
I don't think we can be friends anymore,
Like, we can't
Jeremy.
be on the stage.
50 people have tried. Only 2 have done it.
The slushies work though.
They did. This worked. Whatever it is worked. It
Slutty Slushy.
dissolved to the death.
Dissolved. That's right.
So what are we talking about now? What are we on?
We were on the hot sauce the whole time.
Still on the hot sauce?
What about you dying in the bathroom the whole time? All right, we were like,
Yeah,
top that.
we were hoping you're
That's
alright.
for tomorrow, probably.
We were like, we don't know where he went. She might have died.
All the homeless people you see on every corner nowadays, you sell their free wings and sandwiches.
Oh.
All you gotta do is get the
Oh my God, that is great.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna solve world hunger with that one right there. Just they gotta work for it.
Vicentio over here.
Well, he's gonna solve world hunger.
Bro,
Well, in Hernando
no.
County anyway. But it comes at a price. Amen to that.
Oh, man.
I will say it's a price worth paying.
You just
That's
smell
it.
the hot.
It is delicious.
You just fucking smell.
But I will
the hot.
say, I keep helping this.
It is
2 straight times here. Savage burger. Gotta do the savage burger. Well, I love burgers. Oh, savage burger here is.
I haven't had the burger yet.
Oh, all right. Can you give away the recipe, or is there some secret things in it?
What's on it?
Yeah. What kind of burger meat is it?
We would have to murder you.
What kind
Yeah,
of burger
right,
is?
right.
What kind of burger is the savage?
Oh.
Hamburger, bacon, cheese,
Ooh.
lettuce.
Oh, it's all.
Now, can we say it's the best in town, or what do we?
I've already told it. It's almost.
You gotta.
I'm already told
Almost
it.
a pound.
I never had to.
That sounds good. Now I'm hungry for it.
No, yeah, facts. Now I want to burger.
Hey, what?
Oh, good. I can't believe I've tried the savage burger.
Have not.
No, I've never tried it.
Got it.
Gator tail. That's why you.
Gator tail's my favorite.
What were those wings you gave me the other day? What flavor were those?
The sweet Asian.
Them bitches were delicious.
Sweet chili.
Them,
Sweet chili.
bi-
Yeah, sweet chili.
them bitches were amazing.
Sweet chili with the everything sauce, right? Or everything seasoning?
That's what Marcus did.
Yeah, yeah.
They get a dry rub and then they get a toss. I was like, oh man, that's a fucking great idea.
Huh.
They love them that way.
I got to come in here one day and just do a
Every
set.
time, anywhere you go, you want
Yeah.
dry rub or sauce.
Right.
And, roll it in a dry rub, then toss it in a little bit of light sauce. Oh my God, it's amazing.
All of the food here is actually fucking like phenomenal.
Honestly, I hate
Everything
to say
I've
this.
tried at least.
As one of my best sponsors for our news and Adventure Coast, I have not walked in here and ate food yet, so I feel really guilty about that.
Oh, you should.
And I will be here. Yep, I'm sorry, but I will be here this coming week, and I will eat some of the food because
I almost want to have them turn the grill on and make it savage.
I know I would like to try that, but not tonight because I'm not hungry at all. But especially after that.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll open a whole can of worms.
Yeah. Yep.
The amount of hungry people right now. And they're
Yeah.
sitting around this
People are
table.
getting hungry.
You still taste it?
How long
Did you have this at all?
I just use some water.
How did you get away with just drinking water? Because that is the only thing that dissolves the pain and suffering.
Slutty Slushies.
Maybe I have a higher tolerance.
You probably do. No, it's gone now. But if it wasn't for this, it would have still there. Yeah, a little tingly.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Oh, yeah.
It's still there, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The best way I can describe it is it's still there. It's still, even as many minutes as it's been, it's still there. It's still got a spicy bite to it. And you feel it every time you exhale. But I will say, definitely come up here and try the challenge. Get up here and try the challenge. You get a t-shirt. I mean, it's enough. And if you're homeless, you get a t-shirt.
And free food.
Hey, but if you don't
There
see,
you go.
they need shirts too.
Yes.
I just want a can of worms.
I'm tired of seeing homeless people.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's too many. There's just too many rewards. There's too many rewards to turn down the challenge. You get the shirt, you get the
Exactly.
picture, you get the free wings,
Yeah.
you get the slushie.
Live on the edge a little bit.
Fucking try it.
And all you gotta do is
Yeah.
Yes.
Easy as fuck, bro.
Precisely.
Good, good. What constitutes a completed chicken wing being eaten?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Is it
one.
boneless? Is it
Down
bone
to the
or boneless?
gristle. Down to the gristle.
So we're
Do you gotta stack them?
Yeah.
You gotta stack.
The bones in a perfect, little, Jenga pyramid.
Did you make a good effort to try to get the meat off? I'll go look at that and see you did.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
All right, I got you.
If you just muscle through them, let them
One bite. Yeah.
All right, okay.
Like, I'm not picking through the bones like somebody's.
Well, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that's gonna be like, hey, man,
Oh, you left a bit of skin right
you
there.
left a little, like,
With the gloves on,
yes.
Nope,
Hey,
nope, there's a vein. You
Like,
gotta eat that
cereal-
fucking
cereal
vein.
and water pour. You don't waste none of that shit. Like, hey, man, there's still some tendon in there.
Yeah, who do you think you are, huh?
you gotta get the gristle.
Who do you think?
With that sauce, you're talking about you have 8 wings. If they eat that sauce,
That
the
sauce-
deadliest
well,
sauce on the planet.
It's also cooked in with butter and garlic.
It's some
Oh,
custom
it's a butter
sauce. Let's not get. Let's not blow it up bigger. It's not the deadliest on the planet. But it's
Okay.
definitely
Well, to me, it's the deadliest. But
close to it.
yeah, right.
I'm definitely gonna introduce whoever grew this. I'm gonna
Let me
introduce
record
them
it.
to
Yeah.
the chocolate bootleg. Just so they can add it to it.
And we have to record it.
They add the chocolate bootleg to this. It's gonna be atomic, and it's over from there.
So we're
We're
about
just getting content after content right now.
We're
It's
about-
great.
we're about a third through the month. Any idea on Savage Slam? Any theme? Gotcha. So look out next week. We'll have some
After
information.
Sunday, here it is Saturday.
What's coming up? What's coming up?
Savage Slam on the 29th.
Savage. Okay, listen, guys. I got to talk to some people real quick. Savage Slam was incredible. The last one was when? What was the date of that one? That was like. It's the last Friday of every month. Let me tell you, the parking lot was absolutely packed. It was packed inside the building. They had some bubbles out here that was crazy. I mean, it was actually a really great time. So you guys, you've got to come to their next one.
Don't underplay it. It was fucking
Have you put the date out yet? Is the date out now? You got the date for it? What is it again? The date?
So it'll be 28th is last Friday.
All right, so last Friday, which is the 28th.
Last Friday.
Yep.
29th.
All right, great.
29th.
That'll be different will be Halloween,
Okay.
which will, I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, last Friday is the 29th this month.
Okay. 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 Great. Great.
Then we have a huge event coming to that.
And we love
Oh,
Slutty
that's
Witches
great.
on
That's great.
Halloween.
Slutty Witches off the Slutty Slushies.
Exactly.
Great.
Well, this is where you find them. That's for sure.
Well, desperate.
Natural habitat.
Yeah, it's their natural.
I seen the story.
Right.
Great.
Crikey. There they are.
I gotta bring
In their natural habitat, wearing nothing but the black straps.
I know we're going from.
I know where you're going with this.
I know we're going from hot sauce to straight, but he just brought it up. This where we find him. I seen a story on our news, looking on just on Facebook, and a lady tried to steal dildos out of Walmart.
That was last night.
That was last night. Trying to steal a dildo out of Walmart.
Dildos.
But her method of stealing it was insertion.
Which Walmart was
Wait.
No. Let's not go that far. It was.
Wait.
It was just
Who knows better?
in
I obviously read it wrong.
just in the pants. We don't know that it went any farther than that. She was concealing them in the pants. Right. There's no big
I'm not gonna make big news, but how bad do times gotta be?
It's not fake, it's just exaggerated.
How many did she fit in?
That's how I read it. When I read it, I got the image in my head like, what?
What aisle was that on in Walmart?
Oh, come on.
I want to know the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
It's the aisle right next to the pharmacy where they have the
He knows all. Here we go. He knows everything.
yeah.
I'm more disturbed you know this.
You too. I'm right with you.
They do. They sell adult toys.
Both of them are for the
There
mouth.
you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, they used to be by the toothbrushes until we did a story on it. Suddenly they find about a 10 or 15 foot distance away from the child toothbrushes. So, yeah.
I still can't believe
There is.
I think I'm pretty good at been through all Walmart.
Dildos on Walmart.
I just want to see what this creature looks like. Because tequila's like $5 a shot.
What is this lady that stole these?
I want to know. I've been searching. I've been scouring the internet looking for this image, and I'm just like, who is this person? Like, how bad do times got to be? It's $5 a shot. You can find some sorry guy at the bar and just fucking honey dick him.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's the photo for you right here. So I don't know how we can get that onto your, but I'll
yeah.
take this from it. And, just to give the citation, we'll give it to IGE. Let's see, what is it called? iGetTechTalk.com? iGetTalk? That's it, yeah. So it came from them, but of course this is, and yes.
Right next to the pharmacy at the Walmart.
Saving
at the
the
Walmart
photo.
on like the Walmart on 50, the Walmart on 19 and shit. It's like right next to the pharmacy.
Raise your hand if you physically see this.
I'm serious.
Wow.
Oh, I went right away and saw it.
The dildo aisle.
Shut up.
Yep.
Like, no shit.
I don't believe any of y'all until she says
Yeah.
I'll believe her.
Like, she. Oh, God. Potato, okay? But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, how bad do you gotta fuck yourself that you just got arrested for trying to steal a dildo?
So which one did she stick with?
I don't know.
We haven't determined that yet.
I
We haven't
can't
got
find-
the full report.
I
so
can't
we'll-
find the article, but I want to find what this lady fucking looks like.
I do too.
Right.
I want to. It's Snooky. Hey, know it. I already know it's Snooky. Snooky wants snoo.
She's definitely, whoever it is, she's definitely got like arm scabs.
She's got
100%.
cabbage in her mouth. She got cabbage in it.
And that would have caught my eye. I'd been like, what the hell?
I mean,
Exactly. Like,
I would
What?
have noticed that.
Then again, with that being said, I'm not actively.
Well, I mean, when's the
all of
last
you
time?
need to go follow
When's the
our
last
news
time you went to go look for a
to
condom
find
at
out about
Walmart?
your local stuff that's going on. Because
I know.
you're going to
That's
miss out on lulls like this if you don't.
It's not a
If you haven't gone to look for any condoms at Walmart, you wouldn't see them.
I'll tell you this. This is what I discovered when I first found out this was happening. So I went to the Walmart on US 41, which is right here in Brooksville, and I was like, okay, this has got to be where it's at. So I walked in, and I saw that they had already moved. The entire shelf was empty, right? And I went. I talked to an employee. I said, "So where are the whatever you want to call it?
dildos?
The dildos, yeah. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, we already know why you're here. They've been moved over there now. We're gonna reorganize."
They knew why
Yeah,
you were
they knew
there.
exactly. Yeah. So, they kind of goofed up a
Yeah,
little.
you were the reason they moved.
I think so. Reorganizing, yeah. Corporate marketing said, "Oh, we might need to move some stuff." So that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay. Where would that place be that it would make it suddenly a better place than where it was?
At the Beyond portion of Bed Bath & Beyond.
I think they should put it right next to the crocheting
Because
equipment.
if my son loses his ball in aisle 13 and it travels to 26, he's gonna see a fucking schlong.
No,
they're vibrators. They're just
hold
vibrators.
on. They found a loophole for that.
They don't look like
They
pigs.
put it next to the crocheting equipment.
Right.
What? That's not.
So I gotta say, this is a good crew here. Having a lot of fun with these guys here tonight. So you got to watch it more often. I'll probably come back a lot. This is fun.
They put it next to the crocheting, between the crocheting equipment and cat food. Right between the two.
Right on 19. Right on 19.
Hey, Amazon all day.
Use your fucking Walmart card.
Hey, I can say with a smile, I haven't shopped at Walmart in since I haven't shopped there in 2.5 years. But now I'm curious. Now I just want to go there to see where they put them.
You can go spend $20, get yourself a little.
Stock up. Christmas is coming up. Stock up.
Hey babe, I got you a great value dildo.
I wonder what the great value dildo actually looks like. I wonder what that actually looks like. Is it like 4 inches?
It's
The
plain.
value?
But the bigger question is, what do they do with return?
It's gonna be. It's gonna be just below.
Holy fuck!
It's gonna be just below.
It's like they gotta take the return.
It's like hurricane supplies.
Yeah, right. No return.
It
Oh.
helps me to keep my life together.
Digit says I have a 30-day return policy.
It shocked me.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, it would. Bring one back.
Stage it. That's what I'm coming to return.
And have
Yo.
video of that.
Yes. Oh my God.
I just wanted to return this. This one, it didn't fit.
You're off tomorrow, right?
I am.
Thank you, because that's what I'm. You're off tomorrow, right? Let's
Yeah.
go to Walmart. I swear to God.
We're switching the script here.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Greatest-
Just brought this home. Friends.
Exactly.
What the fuck, man? It says one size fits all. This did not fit.
No, so listen. We go there. We buy it. We go fucking eat at Taco Bell or something, wasting time. Come back an hour later, the experiments didn't go as I thought. It's a little bit girthier than I needed. I'd like to return. They gotta accept it. I got the fucking receipt. It says
hurt.
30 fucking days. It's been an hour, bitch. I'm not satisfied.
Just the rebuttal alone is just.
Oh my God. I would just love to see the person. that
Their
returns
face alone. Their face
Their
alone.
face alone will make it worth it.
That would be
Especially if it's a
can't
dude
get anybody else
returning
passed
it, because then it's just going to be even more awkward.
Even better if it's two dudes walking
Yeah,
in and
exactly.
returning
That's
it.
why I'm telling you. Like, hey, they went out everything to Wednesday. After
No, but it makes it more hilarious.
To Wednesday. Go in there Wednesday morning.
On
and be
hump
like,
day?
hey guys, this didn't work out well.
We're gonna go viral.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, look, yeah, no.
Our
Just
news will be
just
there
didn't
reporting
work.
on it,
Just
right?
didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. I'm sorry.
We went to Chipotle.
I need an upgrade.
I need an upgrade.
I'm challenging Ryan to no shade.
I want to do this. I want to do this.
I'm with it, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
That was not fun.
No, not at all.
That was not fun.
That was horrible.
Never do that again.
Never.
God damn.
Never did it.
I tasted some bad sauce. Jeez.
What, the sauce? Oh, the sauce is beautiful.
Are you
I
kidding?
love it.
I was in hell for like 20 minutes.
No, it's hell for like 5. After that, it's nirvana.
It keeps getting worse. It's like
No.
Oh, it keeps getting
As a source.
You're not a
like chili,
spicy food
it's a great
connoisseur.
source.
I
I
am. And that was,
I
What?
love it.
no,
You're
I
not
usually
using
like
I'm gonna get you a chocolate
You're using
blue
it for
pepper.
your
your
heat.
I want to see. We got to do it here on camera. The pickled chocolate blue pepper. See everybody suffer as much as I suffer.
Oh, we've suffered worse than that.
Oh, the chocolate bootleg pepper? That's the.
Would you rather? Dude, the guy just ate a bug. I'd much rather not eat that chip than that bug.
No, I'll eat the bug any day. I'll eat the bug over chocolate bootleg any day of my life.
Don't just eat this first.
The chocolate bootleg pepper. Now you guys all just seen how I
Back
ate
with the pepper.
chip.
Somebody's asking for Brian.
I don't know who Brian is.
I
Ryan,
don't know who
probably Ryan.
I'm not Brian. I'm Rob.
Somebody said, "Where's Brian?"
Probably Ryan. He just walked away.
Okay.
But I will say,
Tried to run.
the chocolate bootleg pepper is the only pepper.
Unless there's, I don't know another Brian.
Now, I've eaten the Scorpio pepper. I've eaten
Ooh.
the habanero.
That's
I've eaten the Carolina Reaper.
Well, that is the closing time. So get them out of here, and then we can touch on some more.
Yeah. All right, man.
Oh yeah.
But I
We
will
got a lot
say,
of fun. We
Oh,
got
it's almost
serious
two.
things to talk about.
Yeah.
the chocolate,
Yeah, we usually go to about 3.
Okay.
the chocolate bootleg pepper is the only pepper to ever have me curled up fetal position in a fucking ice box. Literally. At Cox Fish House in their fucking ice box where they keep all the ice. And I was still sweating my balls off.
So how does this compare to that? How does this compare to that night?
Like I said, 7.5 out of 10. 10 being the chocolate bootleg.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I honey dicked like 3 people into doing that with me because $50 is $50. I bet them $50. Hey, hold this down for 5 minutes and you'll be good. I watched this poor guy fucking mace himself. I say mace himself because he laying down and he puked and it was horrible, but it was hilarious at the same time.
By the way, if you're just joining us at 2 a.m. in the morning, here at Savage's Bar and Grill, with a bunch of good people here, and of course, if you're still awake, there's something wrong with you probably. But we're having a good time. I've just met these people. I'm just a guest here, but I just wanted to say, this is a really cool thing. We're going to come back and do this, of course. But stay with us because we got some crazy stuff we're going to talk about. I'm sure.
I seen another story where a guy called in reporting his drug dealer ripped him off.
Did you see that tonight?
I did. I did see that post.
Yeah, I want to hear about this because
The guy called the cops
so-
on himself by
And then
accident.
then he called them back.
All right.
Wait, then he called them back and was like, "Oh,
Yes.
I found it. Don't worry about it."
Yes.
Nah, man.
No, that happened recently. It's like
I'm gonna go ahead and presume they still showed up.
Huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and presume they still showed up.
Yeah, here-
Like high and out of it. He called the cops to try to help him, and like he ended up like arresting himself.
So listen, this actually.
This rapper got arrested like in the Bronx the other day. You know what he did? This rapper, he bragged in his freaking rap music about killing a guy, and it was like.
Oh, he confessed to a murder.
Oh my God! Look it up. It just happened.
Self-snitching happens quite often.
No, that's literally what he did.
Unbelievable.
Now if it's in a song,
Wow.
it's gun at you.
Right.
If it's in a song, it can't be.
I mean, exactly.
They did recently pass that.
That is a gray area, though. You're talking
Yeah, YNW Melly. Melly was being held for murder because he had a song that's called "Murder on My Mind" that played a story based about his friend that was actually his friend that was killed, and it tied into the fact that everybody kind of like pointed fingers at him being the one to kill him. And so he ended up like going through the whole court process, and in the end, they ended up having this that shit signed over to where the music that he made couldn't be admissible in court, and they had nothing else to go on.
I'll never understand the concept of killing someone. I'd rather just make them suffer. Live and suffer.
I feel like
But
Do little things to aggravate them. Tilt the picture 45 degrees.
Sounds like there's several movies made of that.
Probably.
Yeah, there's been several movies.
Yeah, just because
so dude called the cops.
Yeah,
though.
let's review this a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
in depth, right? So we hear, of course, what we do is we listen to, and me and a lot of my volunteers, which are fantastic, I love them. But we listen to the scanner. We listen to the scanner, and we hear these things come across often, like this tonight, where a guy calls 911 and says, "Hey, my drug dealer stole my drugs and didn't give me the money back." And so that's where it began. The second call was, "Hey, what was the second call? I think it was
They found it or something.
it was. Oh no, he said, I will listen. I'll let him get away with it if he just brings me the money back. That was the second call. Just give me my money back and it'll be cool, right? Then the third call, about 30 minutes later, as the deputies are actually going to the locations where they're looking for him, right? Because he said I'm at the corner of Linden and Spring Hill Drive, so they're looking for the guy to take his theft report. So they get there and they're looking for him. They haven't found him yet, so they're talking to him by phone. And then he comes back and says, "Oh wait! I found my weed." And I want to cancel the call now. And that happened within an hour tonight.
Oh
so,
my God!
Right here in good
That
old,
reminds me.
Fernando
I don't
County.
know why that reminds me of this scenario. I saw this video of this lady who had called the cops because of some woman that was trying to go and get crack from another lady, and she wouldn't give her any crack.
That was on an episode of either cops or live PD.
Yeah, and because she wouldn't give her any crack, she was calling the cops like, "I just want my crack."
So it's crazy. What's crazy? That's how the call went down. Video. Like the call went down was like she was like, I paid for this and this. She didn't give me my rock. I need either my money or my product.
Yes.
It's an issue. This and that. The cops pull up, and when the cops pull up and let her know like the whole fuck up behind what they're telling them, she's like, "Oh well, no, it wasn't for drugs. It was for something else." They went that route. And,
How great would it be if the cops did roll up and they were like, "We're gonna help you get your shit."
Listen, ma'am, listen.
Yes.
We are firm
Tell us who the
believers.
suspect is.
We are firm believers in this capitalism, and your commerce is very important to us. We need to make sure that you are properly taken care of. Please.
We're gonna get you.
Let's go find your crack.
The dealers out there like, "Yo, you made the commitment here. You signed. It's a contract."
No,
Like,
you told them. I can see the text right here. You told them you would give them half a gram for $20. So give them that goddamn half a gram, and we can go about our day.
Sir, don't worry. We're gonna get your weed, and here's a pack of backwoods.
But you know, I'd like to hang around with these people for a couple days just to see what the rest of their life is like.
For real.
Oh
I mean,
man.
if they're doing that,
That's their daily.
what else could they possibly be doing?
Sounds like a new hit reality show.
Yes, it does.
Taking apart a microwave and then putting it back together, only to only to turn around and be like, "Yo, guys, you won't believe what I fucking did."
Taking all the copper wire out of a dryer.
What?
Taking all the copper wire out of a dryer.
Yes.
It's gonna turn into like a fucking handyman show. Today we
Listen,
learned how
dude,
to
your
do this.
AC doesn't have any copper in it, but it's fine. I replaced it with some fucking PVC.
So
or
a reality show with drug users, drug abusers, drug users, whatever you want to call them.
There's plenty of them. There's
Oh,
always
yes.
like, oh my god, this, that, but like just a real one, like a day in the life of a crackhead.
You know how easy it
Like,
would be
day
to
in the
find
life
one of them
of
to
a
do that?
crackhead.
Oh my god.
They're all over the guys. Like, so,
We gotta
You just call it on the pipe.
yeah, just follow them around all day. Just do you.
yeah.
Yes.
Just go around.
Yes.
We'll sit on the
Pipeline.
for 16 hours and watch you hold this fucking sign up.
You do it at 32 because they don't sleep for 32 to 36. Just sit back, watch, enjoy.
yeah.
It's gonna start off
All the
with them
good shit
smoking.
starts
and-
happening around like 20.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, if you look at that light just the right way, I swear it whispers something anti-Semitic.
Oh, you're James. That's right, James Roberts.
The episode starts off with them like hitting the rock, and then like an hour into the episode, they're building a porch.
Oh, one's building a porch, the other one is sweeping the fucking garden.
Man said he gonna give me $20 for this.
So guys, this doesn't just happen in New York City. It doesn't just happen in other big cities, right? The pot thing that happened tonight, that happens 2 or 3 times a year. Let me tell you something. Last year, or it might have been this year, but there was a guy who called the sheriff's office and said, "Hey, I just got this meth, and I don't think it's meth. I don't think it's working. Can you come test it for me?" Yeah, do you remember that? Can you test my meth? I don't think it's that
There
good.
was a city
I
though.
think he might have been. That's right.
There was actually a city. There was a city. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was, but there was a city that actually sat there and put out like a notice in the newspaper that said there was like, "Oh, new drug testing like facility for you. If you need to know if you're worried if your drugs are good or bad, we'll test it for you. Yeah, we'll test it for you.
Is it safe?
Right? Like they're like, we'll test it for you, and you're good to go." Come to find, when you walk through the door with some shit, there's cops waiting right on the other side of the door to arrest them.
I thought it was like a.
No.
We had something like that. I'm from Chicago, and the neighborhood that I grew up in, Pilsen, 12th District Police.
It was
did
a
something
sting.
like that.
I remember
They put out a little Facebook post and like everywhere, like flyers. Come clean your guns. You know how many hood dudes they locked up bringing like fucking firearms they didn't
That
own?
killed like
Like,
10 people or
yeah.
something?
Well,
They got so many. It's like, bro, how stupid can you be?
Oh yeah, all the murder weapons.
How
that come in.
fucking stupid can you be?
back in the 90s,
Yeah.
they had a setup.
What were they paying for those? It was like
It
it wasn't much.
Like
But,
$100 or $20
I'll
or
never,
something
I'll
ridiculous.
never
Yeah.
forget. Back in the 90s, they had the greatest honey pot of
Crack.
all time. The greatest. No, it wasn't just crack, but no, greatest.
No.
They looked up
Why
everybody.
they're doing it?
They looked up everybody who had warrants within this city. I forget what city, but they looked up everybody who had warrants, and they sent them all messages and called them and said they want some sweepstakes and come meet here. And the people,
I remember.
yeah, and the people started showing up, and as soon as they would show up, they get locked up. And I'm like, that's the greatest honey dick ever. They
It was
just,
like 500
like,
bucks a person.
everybody just showed up, like, hey, you know, like.
I remember that.
I'm sorry, like, if I know I got an active warrant, some random person called me like, hey, you want Publishers Clearinghouse? No, bro, I know better than this. No, you ain't getting me today there, Joey.
I think it's safe to say, based off tonight, man, you need to create a merch line, and it's just gonna say Honey Dick.
Honey dick. There you go.
I'm gonna have a shirt ready for them by next week.
There you go. Hey, so let me segue into something here real quick, because if you look right here at this, this is something that I really think is great for me. Okay, this is good for people, but there's an effort in the country right now, federal and state levels, that are trying to eliminate this and regulate it. It's
Hold on, what is it?
Kratom.
Uh-oh.
So
Kratom. Kratom. So let's talk about this.
It's forbidden
These
territory.
guys work at a smoke shop. They
I
got
can
some.
tell you about it.
I
Oh,
got
yes.
days about it.
Yes. So, okay, good. Yeah, I want y'all's feedback because I know that you know a lot about it. I'm going to tell you from just someone who drinks it, what it's done for my life, and it's helped me. Okay, so let me tell you something. There again, I was just on a Zoom call recently with a lot of big people on this, trying to make it illegal here in Florida, trying to make it illegal in the country. What they want to do, it's okay. First of all, it's just a plant grown in Asia, Southeast Asia.
It's in the coffee family.
Yeah, it's in a coffee family, exactly. And what it does is, at least for me, I have some back issues, right? So about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to take pain pills, you know, like, and people easily get addicted to this. So I was like, I'm done with the pain pills. I don't like taking them, but it was the only thing helping. So I found this. It's a little powder. You put it with a little water or whatever you want to. It immediately, within 3 minutes, your back pain is gone. I've been drinking this for 3 years. Yeah, go.
That's the word of kava.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've not done that. Yeah,
What do you call it again?
So
it's Kratom. Kratom.
They're using kava to make that.
No.
It's
so
a different
kava,
thing.
Kava
Yeah.
is a different plant. Essentially, they're both derived from the coffee family. Both of them give essentially the similar effects if you procure them certain ways.
I'm a big advocate for kava.
But kava is a lot less. It's a lot less strenuous on the human body, in certain ways. Now, before I say what I have to say, I will acknowledge there are definitely positive effects. I see customers that come and use it for daily work.
Mhm.
However, I believe the negative effects that can come from kratom highly outweigh the positives.
You think they do? Oh, good. We're on a debate level here. All
I
right,
have
let's go.
I have customers.
What are the names?
So the negatives in kratom.
I guess with a positive first, because I want to think.
So positives. I can list all the positives for you. It's great for pain relief. You can have energy when you use it, and it's even great for relaxation as much as it is energy. You can use it for either pain relief, relaxation, energy, the main three things.
Exactly like kava.
However, it is extremely similar to an opioid. This is where
we're
So
going to
it's-
probably have some
It's
debate
stronger
on
than
this,
kava
right.
then, so it's way
Yes.
stronger.
Yes.
It's
It is
different. Kava, I get numb. I don't get numb when I use kratom.
So
you don't get what?
I don't get numb when I use kratom
Okay.
like I do on kava.
Okay.
What do you mean numb? Like,
I'm saying
well,
when
I know
I,
kava
I'm sa-
numbs your mouth.
no, I'm saying kava. I had a chocolate bar. That bitch numbed my body like I did a line.
Wow.
I mean, Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, but I usually mix my kava with liquor, so I don't know if I'm getting the right experience.
I've never had that.
I had a
It's a great
whole
one.
chocolate bar.
If you haven't
Those
tried that, it's great.
dosage for like a
You
quarter.
never have a hangover if you mix kava with liquor.
But I want to go on. I want to go with him real quick because he just brought up the most important factor, which is what the country is debating right now, which is it's just as bad as the opioids, right? That's what you're kind of
Absolutely
going with, right? Okay, just from my own personal experience, I'm going to go by mine.
Right.
Is that I take about, I would say, 2 grams a day, right? And a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, and it's all it takes to get rid of the back pain. I have never increased the dosage. I've even stopped taking it. I don't have the side effects that an opioid would give you. Now, I know there's probably some people say, well, there's a little bit. I haven't seen any studies yet where it has an effect where it actually harms people to where they but I want to hear your side of this too. Just give me my side. So please share what you
absolutely.
What you
So like I said,
yeah.
I acknowledge that there are positive effects, and I believe it should be something that is prescribed, because if you have it and you're using it responsibly, as you are, it will do great benefits for you.
Yeah.
However, I see customers come into my shop. I sell it. I see customers come into my shop as lively as they could ever be day one of wanting to try Kratom. Right?
Oh,
Like I said,
they've never done it before.
Never done it before.
Okay.
Like I said, it stimulates, doesn't bind, which opioids do to your receptors. They bind and get you addicted. It stimulates those. However, there is a chance it still can bind.
You can withdraw.
Oh, definitely there.
But I've
probably
seen-
is but not as bad as the
Never as
opioids,
heavy.
right?
But I've seen
No way.
customers. I've seen customers firsthand come in, like I said, as bright-eyed, bushy-tailed as they could be. And then over a period of time, months and months of selling Kratom, they're coming telling me, yeah, this $20 is
And-
quarters out of my daughter's piggy bank.
And not
Oh,
only that,
no.
I'm saying
It's
the purchase
terrible.
starts off.
Yes.
It starts off with.
So it's irresponsibility.
Well,
with some
exactly.
people.
See, for
Yeah.
someone like my mom, for example, who had problems, let's say with pills,
Yeah.
and was from prescribed pills and stuff. Then you go through and she's clean, several years. Now she hears about Kratom all of a sudden. Now someone who's addicted is always going to be addicted. So their
Instantly
mindset
addicted,
is like, oh, there's something that can help now. Well, you've been good for 7 years, right?
Right.
And this isn't just one time I've experienced, several times experienced this, several times, and every time I go through, I'm like, listen. If you are clean, this is the part of the process, and you are going to experience this for the rest of your life. Then they go through and they spend $15 the first day on a small bag of 30 capsules. Then that 30 capsules lasted them a week, and they're going, oh, I can control this. It's all good. Then 3 months in, that 30 capsules is lasting you 12 hours.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now you're buying bags, and now you're not using it appropriately. Now you're buying liquid
So how do
shots.
you regulate something like that?
Can-
Because it's
So
not
prescribed.
can we say that
Prescriptions.
it's personality based, like any great
Right.
thing?
100%.
Like, you drink too much, it's a problem, right? You
Can
smoke
I-
too much, you do too much,
I just
it's
wanna-
a problem.
Absolutely.
I just want to ask
Coffee's a problem,
one
right?
question.
100%.
So it's personality
And that
based.
is-
Like you have an addictive personality, you don't.
I wouldn't do
You
go back.
constantly need a bigger high because that's just how you are as a person. I think.
And this is to everybody. Like, why do we want to trust the government of anybody? Why do we want to trust them with the responsibility of regulating anything?
Who are you gonna trust?
I mean, the free market regulates itself.
Well, I
If
think-
we
I
leave it
think you
alone,
are the- you know,
if we leave it alone, the free market
you know how it
regulates
works for
itself.
you, you know what you do, and that's that.
And at the end of the day, I do believe I'm a Darwinian type person when it comes to survival of the
Now,
fittest
for
and let
example-
nature run its course.
Now, for example, someone, if you were on the pain pills, where are they going to prescribe you to get them off of Suboxones, right? Now, that's the worst thing they could do to you. Now, and that's the worst thing they could do to you. So the best thing they could do to you is Kratom. And Kratom you could wean off of, and it still does all the effects, and like he said, stimulates the opioids and stuff like
want
that.
to get off Kratom, and it doesn't give me a high effect, right? It only kills the pain.
Do you ever get the tolerance build up to where you have to swap to a
that's what I'm
different
saying,
strain?
it doesn't. No
What's the
tolerance.
feeling like if
So,
you
like,
didn't
5
drink?
years I've been on it,
Like
and
you
I'm
said.
the same amount all the time.
Like you said, you know,
Impressive.
to do 2 grams a day, correct?
Yeah.
Then you know your dosage. If
Yeah,
everyone
that's
could
it.
use it as appropriately as you do, then it
You're
wouldn't
right.
be,
Some people
it wouldn't be a problem over the counter.
This
However,
is-
I got people coming to me, like I said,
like begging
every other day.
Some of these strains,
This
like
is
these
legal.
red,
Like,
yeah,
you just go with any place.
yeah, some of these
100%.
strains,
100%.
Nope.
it was just recently passed to be sold to 21. It used to be sold to 18.
Yeah.
This is where I
How
have
does
a
it make you
very-
feel if you don't drink and take it?
You do okay, just like anything else. You might get a little bit irritable, but let me tell you something because I know.
No, like in the morning, like you have it. Like right now, you're drinking alcohol. You have
Right.
that too. But like just having that alone, like what's the feeling
Okay,
like?
so like when you wake up in the morning, it doesn't instantly give you that I gotta have it. Sometimes I wait till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon to even drink some at that point, and then I'll drink it throughout the evening. But it's not like I have to wake up, hurry up, and get some in the morning. It's not like that.
I had a customer that spent $610 a week on kratom shots.
Yeah.
If he didn't have his kratom shots because his girl took 10 that day or something like that, let me tell you about how fucked their day was.
So
He shots first.
he asked, he was like,
I
shots.
thought it was
So
You're talking about shots.
Essentially.
Right?
Shots.
Not shots.
Right?
Okay.
Shots. So yeah, there are. So there are.
We gotta stop.
There are different forms of kratom. You can take it in the powder, which I'm sure that is the mix for that.
Yes.
You can take it in the powder form. You can take it in capsules, which are little plastic dissolvable capsules that usually contain like half a gram of kratom. Or you can take it in shots. There's also gummies, chewable tablets, but the shots are usually the most potent. They're the most concentrated forms of kratom, usually like 2 to 6 servings in a shot. And it's only like a little, 4-ounce bottle?
It's
Less than 4 ounces.
I know.
About like 2 ounces.
They're $17 a shot, and that's the cheap end.
So it depends, and that's where you get into the strains and different variations of it. Because, like I said, there's pain relief, there's relaxation, there's energy. If you're going for a white, gold, silver type of kratom, you're gonna get that energy. It's like like a pre-workout. You're going to a green, you're gonna get some pain relief. You also might get a little bit of energy to get you through the day.
Green Ming Da, that's what I use.
Absolutely.
Number one seller with it.
So then you got reds, and reds are relaxation and pain relief majority. Now, funny enough, like most of the names are just like bullshitted for companies, like
Vietnam.
Thai is from Thailand. Sumatra is a place in Thailand. They have like Bali, which is Bali. Meng Da I think it is like the language that people in Thailand speak, translates to pimp. Because because it is the best strain of to get the both benefits.
It's the pimp. I mean,
And then they got train wrecks, which is just all of the above.
now, this is where I have a completely different view.
Well, I know what I'm
you were
doing
saying,
Sunday.
with people coming in spending $600-700
Go give
a
myself
week
some
on
of
the
that.
crap. I believe it. Darwinian theory at the end of the day has flaws, but at the end, like survival of the fittest. Like there was a reason why back in the Dark Ages they'd be like, "Hey Tommy, like what's 5 + 5?" And Tommy'd be like, 7. And they'd be like, "All right, to the front line, Tommy. You're gonna be a fucking hero." There's a reason. The problem we have in the entire society today is the stupid are outbreeding the smart 10 to 1.
What sucks is my taxpayer money was paying for his kratom shots because the government was paying him shots.
Ouch! Oh no!
He was in the army.
Oh my God!
So tell me
Now that hurts even more because I'm a taxpayer.
So, I mean, it comes back and fucks me.
I was contributing to Tommy's problem, not even knowing it.
Not even knowing it.
Oh, God damn it, Tommy, share a little bit.
It's just funny that coincidence so happened to be.
Oh, that's a kick in the dick.
Just so you guys know, Sarasota County is the only county in Florida that's illegal. You get caught with it in Sarasota, you go to jail.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep. And there's certain states that are illegal.
I know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And just for the viewers, all these people are, and I don't want to, maybe I shouldn't say this. I don't want to hurt your business, but I mean, I purchase mine wholesale, and I buy it through a
that's the smart way to do it.
No, yeah, that's honestly the smart way to do it.
No, there's different wholesale companies.
Amazon got everything.
If you know what you need, like it's cool to go into a shop and figure out what
try
works for
different
you.
ones.
But once you know what you need, go save yourself some money. Yeah, definitely.
Right, yeah. But I don't want to hurt your business.
No, definitely buy your stuff from them. They're solid people. And help your local businesses.
Absolutely.
Helping your local businesses.
Absolutely.
You're fucking your own country.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's it.
So, all right, what else?
So do you want to take us through? I mean, a serious thing going on. I think maybe you take us through it going on in the county. A lot of people are talking about that. I think we can discuss.
Yes.
Maybe helps people out in the process. You know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And you know better than all
this
of us,
is
so
what's I
take
think.
everybody through it.
We kind of talked about this earlier, and so there's a homicide case right now in Hernando County with it's Ed and Judy Tarsinski, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers already know that they've been following this story, but it actually happened 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, on Christmas Eve. And so this 18-year-old girl is dating this guy. I'm trying to skim through this real quick, but and her boyfriend at the time. So the dad and the mom are going to bed. They're in the same house together. The dad and the mom are going to bed, and they hear screaming. And then they see the boyfriend dragging their daughter by the hair into their bed, towards their bedroom, with blood coming out of her throat. So basically, the guy had slit her throat with a knife. Again, this is all preliminary information. Of course, this investigation's been going on for 2 years, but she died the next day, and the family just has not gotten any justice from, this guy has not gotten arrested. And there are so many pieces and parts to this story. But the investigation is really just, in a lot of people's opinion, has been botched.
Absolutely.
But but listen, questions? I'm ready.
I guess like the key points that like I heard about this investigation are really like the dad still has blood-stained sheets, still has 2 knives that were found in the room. Investigators didn't take these.
Why would they leave evidence behind?
Well, okay, so let me give you a little details into that, because it's Christmas Eve. Remember this, and you've got the first detective, the first major case detective to arrive on scene a few hours later, does not do homicide cases, right? Now, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's not a homicide detective. It wasn't until the next day that the homicide detective took over, right? So this is Chris Kraft, Detective Chris Kraft at Hernando County Sheriff's Office. So he takes over the case. And just like you kind of made a point, there's evidence that maybe wasn't handled correctly at the very beginning. What did forensics take? What did they take pictures of? Well, that's what Ed Tarsinski says is the issue, is that there was a lot of things that wasn't taken, a lot of evidence that wasn't taken. But I'm going to tell you this right now, and this kind of jumps way forward to where we're at right now, but we can go back and talk about whatever you want. They came out recently and said that an investigator I know who's doing it from his own personal investigation said that what they did to botch this case was to not re-Mirandize the suspect. So give you a little bit detail on that. They didn't re-Mirandize. I'm going to explain that. They took him to the sheriff's office to interrogate him. But of course he lawyered up, said, I'm not talking. And they let him go. And go get in your car and go home. They drove him back to the house, got his car, back to the scene of the crime, got in his car and drove home. So this investigator who told me is that, according to law, that the other detective, Chris Kraft, should have come back by the next day and said, I want to re-Mirandize the suspect, bring him back in for a second interview. And they did not do that, which is what this person says is the key to failing this investigation. There's a lot of other factors, but this is one person's opinion as to what was the failure.
How have they not found any way? It's kind of making zero sense. The math is not mathing.
It's insane.
2 + 2 = 5 for some reason.
What's really insane on the whole no indictment, no charges yet type of thing is all 3 witnesses, the younger sister, I believe, it was the younger sister.
Yep, the 12-year-old.
The younger sister, the mom, and the dad can cite the dude holding her by her hair saying, I did this.
Yes.
He said it verbally, admitted to it.
Yeah.
So what is
And that blows my mind.
And what is the sheriff's department's take on how she died? Forget about
Well, too bad we don't got body cameras.
Well,
We wouldn't
so
know.
how did they say she died?
So here's the answer to that. And this is what's just so perplexing. In their reports, every single deputy, every single detective who was on scene, they write. They have a synopsis part. It's like one line. It says, Durst is his name, slit her throat, and that's how she died. I don't have the exact words of it, but they basically say he is responsible for the death by slitting her throat. And so basically you have, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And, So I've got 373 documents, right? So reviewing all the documents, you find all that said in there. There was no mention of she killed herself, which is what the parents believe is what they're alleging that he did, was she killed herself. Regardless of, and I think this is why people are mad, regardless of how she died, it's a homicide. The medical examiner already ruled it a homicide, which means she did not kill herself, according to the medical examiner. So who killed her? Well, it had to be Durst, Ramon Durst.
At this point, it sounds like getting off of technicalities.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Which that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and unfortunately, Fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to look at it,
Yep.
our laws are set up
Look at OJ.
to protect people, good or bad.
Right.
And that sounds like this is what's happening now.
Right. I mean, we have a constitution. We have certain rules, right? But also, when you have a law enforcement agency, right?
Without evidence,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna go to court.
Right. Right.
You ain't picking it up. You're not going.
But even then,
But
it's
the fact is, it's a lack of evidence where we're at.
Right.
It would be so
Where they
nice.
could not pick up the case, the court to charge this guy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know what they say the lack is? They say the lack of not being able to charge him is because he didn't confess. But I'm sorry. You can there's arrests all the time for homicide just based on
Circumstantial evidence.
probable cause.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's it. They can build the evidence
we had
later.
talked about earlier, Mike called the cops right now and said, Tom, guess what?
Yeah.
They're about Argentina.
Oh no, they'd
Yeah.
be on this.
Yeah.
There'd be helicopters in the air.
Not
National
even
Guard.
that,
fucking-
Doesn't their neighbor have a statement too? To where
Yes.
He got in a scuffle with the young man, and then
Yes.
like, after that he was laying on the ground like, "Oh, just shoot me because I've done so wrong." And
I'm glad you brought that up because Thomas LaBianca, who's the neighbor, he came out and said,
Which I know Thomas.
You
I
do?
played baseball with him in high school.
"Oh, that's cool."
So I know-
Lil Bianco.
And he's a good guy,
so I heard
reputable
this
guy.
story
Yep.
Lil
on
Bianco.
another side, too.
Okay, so you've read it, you've heard it, you've seen it. The point that is missing from the evidence, this is something that Ed Tarsinski says, Thomas LaBianco says, they didn't mention that Ramon Durst had to be tased twice as he's being taken into custody. There's no mention of that at all. So I requested the video, any video that's in the area, any testimony, in-car dash, whatever. Oh, suddenly the case is back open. They can't provide that to me. So now we as a community can't close this case and get resolved basically for the family.
They closed the case.
Now they've reopened it.
They closed the
Suddenly
case,
this
right,
week.
Tom, right? They closed the case as a homicide.
The second they took off the
Nobody
freaking
arrested for that.
That's right.
tape.
Now remember, there's two different things. The state attorney's office, that's the state. The sheriff's office turns over their full report. They say, we have nothing else we can do. Here you go, state attorney. You go investigate it. The state attorney closed their case, but the sheriff's office, usually the sheriff's office closes their case. Well, suddenly they're saying we reopened it or it's open, so that's a big problem because now you got no one can get any justice at all. The sheriff's office can leave it open for as long as they want, 10 years, 20 years, whoever. It doesn't matter. And nothing else will happen.
that's insane.
Yeah, it really is. And if we had body cameras in our county,
Oh,
now I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. If we had body cameras in our,
law enforcement.
if we had them,
Be a good one.
it'll cover both ends. It covers the citizen from abuse of power and constitutional rights being infringed. And it covers the deputy from false fucking claims being made. Now, pardon my French, but if you've got here in Hernando County, I'm a lifelong resident. All right, I've been here my whole life. Amen. And I've watched our entire system go from, all right, we're good old boy, look out for each other, take care of each other. You know the deputies patrolling your block. You know everybody. Well, I'm talking about Hernando County as a whole.
Cross that line of spring.
I know. It's a whole different world. I know. There's a DMZ right there. There's a DMZ. I know about that.
You're from here.
I know exactly where. Yeah, but
We from the other side.
you know who your deputies were that patrolled your area. Exactly. But you know who was who. Now you don't
That's
have
our
that.
part.
Now you don't have that. We're turning it into a corporal police force. Unfortunately, that's going to be coming in the next couple of years.
Are you for or against?
I'm just talking logically about it from my experience. Body cameras sometimes prevent law enforcement doing their job. Sometimes you got to do a job that public doesn't see all the time before social media.
Understood.
Right?
Understood 100%.
And so when you get the body camera on,
A lot of things. This is coming from my
like sometimes
experience in private.
everything's not on. There's a gray area sometimes.
I got you.
And you got to deal with your.
Of course.
And when the media puts things on, sometimes you only see like this. Like, oh my God, this cop's fucking idiot. Like, but you didn't see an hour prior to that on these videos.
Right.
What led up to them having to do that.
Now,
So your point is how the media perceives
Right.
Of course.
when
Right.
it's released to the media.
They're doing things for their own.
The
their own
only thing that-
prerogative, for their own.
at the end
Well,
of the day,
to be fair though,
the-
that's
the-
because media is a private corporation.
The only
I've
thing-
had body cameras for years. I wore body camera for 3 years.
Amen.
The state did away with body cameras. It was like a breath of fresh air, like, oh, you can breathe.
Yeah, you're not under the pressure. You can do your thing.
Not saying that, like, it doesn't matter if your body camera's not. You have dirty officers, you can have good ones.
Right.
The body
That's in
cameras
every
aren't-
field,
the
no
body
matter
cameras
what.
aren't relevant. Sometimes there's shit that goes down that the public can't see and understand the same way you understand when you're wearing that badge.
The situational awareness.
The awareness is a situation, but sometimes situations get out of control.
Of
And
course.
there's no book for these situations, and you gotta do what you gotta do.
Of course.
It is what it is.
But, like, you have situations like Lavoy
They
Finicum.
don't show the fact that this guy was fucked up on drugs and causing mayhem before he had to beat his ass. But they only show the part of you beating his ass.
I'm going to use Lavoy Finicum.
But that's journalistic responsibility, which people are
Absolutely.
screwing up.
And that's
We
something
have a
that's-
real
that-
problem with that.
But that's been fucked up since like the 80s.
And I'll say this, that's why I respect
The second
this
that
man.
that one bill had passed over
I'll say
where
it. That's why I
private
respect
corporations
this
were able
man
to
next to
invest
me.
so much into the media to control the essentially where it's going and the direction that it's taking.
You got to be a responsible journalist.
Unfortunately, in today's day and age, we don't have that in America. We have the CNNs and the MSNBC. And I want to get political. I'm just saying, we have in Fox too. We have a problem with it. Everyone's become by. They have their own agendas. They have their agendas.
It's almost best. It's almost best to look at.
Yes, exactly.
It's almost best to look at things that are going on in our country from the outside looking in. So, as weird as it is, look at like foreign media. Look at the BBC and the other, UK and things like that to get actual
Well,
information.
they
stuff
banned
that's going
RT
on.
News. They banned that. You can't find that on YouTube no more. You can't find that anywhere. RT News, Russian, the Russian Times. And
Oh, well, that's fair. That's because the whole nation is.
well, no, believe it or not, I will say
that
this.
makes sense. Like, that's
Back
fair.
during the Bundy Ranch standoff, they were the most honest coverage of that entire situation during the Bundy Ranch standoff in Gold Butte, Nevada. And I can say this, to your point with the body cams and all that. All right, had we not had the drone footage of Lavoy Finicum's murder, if we would have listened to just their report. I know that, but I'm talking about the official statement given. I'm talking about the official statement given by this. I got you. But we got to look at what they put in the state media, the state police, and what they put in their report.
You walk in, you're like, all of a sudden, boom. Like, say this bar right now. Because it happens a lot. Not a lot.
Right. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Never happens. Nobody goes sideways, and there's no tiger people.
Breaks out in the parking lot.
Right.
Now I got, cops from
Of course, of course.
Security in me. So now we have to handle this situation before people.
Before it peaks. Before it becomes a fucking a shit show. Yes, I understand.
Like, it's almost a fear to do your job the way you know it needs to be.
Right.
Right.
But here's.
But some people abuse that.
Here's my
Of
point.
course.
Here's my
But
point.
they're going to abuse it with or without body cameras. Body cameras catch them. And I agree with that side of it, but
If we would have listened to official
no
statements,
one will ever understand the lesson on both sides.
I want anybody listening to look up who Robert Lavoy Finicum is and understand that man died for our constitutional rights. All right, that was out in